Besides Williams-Brice, that's my favorite stadium to play in. I've played 2 games in there and I scored 2 touchdowns. So, I have the best odds of going in there and scoring touchdowns. So that's one of my favorite places to play. We lost to them my freshman year on. We missed a field. We missed a field goal at the very end of the game to make us miss a bowl game too, which was pretty unfortunate. And then my sophomore year, we kind of got blown out. It was a bad weather game, and I think Garcia and Smelly both got hurt. So that was a tough one. But then, we were tired of losing those guys. So I think it was more of a statement thing and just an attitude that's saying, hey, this is going to be our state. We're going to run this thing. And, those last 2 years we went in and we dominated. I remember we got in our Wildcat package and for a good bit of the game my junior year, and we just I think the opening drives we got in the entire drive, and we drove down and just ran it right down their throats, and that's when we knew we were going to beat them pretty good. And then my senior year was the game when we beat them up there, and I would think Antonio Allen picked off a pass.
Yeah. That was
Cliff Matthews had a few sacks. Yeah, we beat him pretty good. That Alshon had a big touchdown catch. There's nothing like going to your rival school and beating them on their own turf. And South Carolina needs to get their number back and compete against Clemson a little better here in the next few years.
Yeah, no doubt. And you can definitely argue that it's a talent issue, but you made a great point, Pat, that I want to ask you about from the player's perspective. And I think any player that was on those teams with you could answer. But I want to ask you, how much do you think the rivalry is mental even more than it is physical or guys on the field? Because this rivalry obviously has been very streaky. South Carolina wins 5 in a row. Clemson wins 5 in a row. But I feel like it's almost more of, like you said, you guys made a decision that, hey, we're tired of losing these guys. We're going to put our foot down. And this rivalry comes off as very mental to me, and it's something that can really either work to your advantage or kind of tear you apart. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it can kind of go either way. It's the 12th game of the year, and you're playing a grueling schedule, and then it's rivalry week, and then honestly, it's the biggest game of the year. So it's definitely a mindset. When you get later in the year, your body gets beat up, you're tired, if you're having a good season, then you're definitely rolling on highs. But if you're not having a good season, it's kind of like, oh man, we got one more game, and then we're on to a bowl game or this or that. So, personally, when it comes to a rivalry game, a division game, an SEC game, you kind of have to treat them all the same. The next game is the most important game, but there always is the extra hype and the extra buzz when it comes to rivalry games. So I don't know, it's a person by person thing, but personally, if you get a chance to beat your rival and it's your state for 365 days, there's nothing better than going out there and beating a team that's been talking trash all year.